So, paano ba magsisell sa Amazon USA nang nandito tayo sa Philippines? So, yun yung common questions. So, ito, we have a starter's guide for all of you. Yan. But before anything else, let me introduce myself. Yan. I'm Coach Jam. I'm the current head coach of FAM. So, if you're wondering, I started selling on Amazon in 2018, 2017. So, before that, nasa ano na ako talaga, nasa retail. So, different, may sariling brand here in the Philippines. And then, I also go to China frequently as early as siguro mga 2009, 2010. Yan, ganyan. So, I'm very familiar with yung sa mga attending Canton fairs, how to order in China, how to deal with suppliers in China. So, late ko na siyang na-realize na pwede palang mag-sell sa Amazon yung foreign sellers. So, mga 2017, 2018 ko yan na yan in-explore. Yun, which is sayang kasi before that, nag-exist na talaga yung selling on Amazon kahit nandito ka sa Philippines. So, yung mga starting days ng mga foreign sellers na pwede mag-start na pwede mag-sell sa Amazon as early as I think 2015, 2014 pa. Yun. So, from 2017, 2018, I launched a lot of products. Ayan, and then come the pandemic, noong 2020, so kaya ako napunta sa pagko-coach kasi I'm also into feng shui and I followed yung isang advice sa akin ng feng shui master namin that 2020, I have to take a leap of faith and transition into something else, something which I haven't done before yet. So, yun. So, before kasi, usually sa business talaga. So, pagdating ng 2020, syempre, stop lahat ng physical businesses. So, I had to, may isang opportunity sila Coach Lish to be part of the team and be a coach. So, given the vast experience na nakuha ko with selling products either online or physical stores, so, I took the leap of faith. Yan. So, eto na yung start ng aking journey as your head coach dito sa PAC. Yun. So, sige. Let's start now with our presentation. So, bakit nga ba tayo nandito lahat? Kasi nagtatanong tayo, bakit natin gugustuhin pumasok sa Amazon? So, syempre, as we all know, Amazon is such a big company with a big global reach. So, si Amazon is present in 20 countries, not only sa USA or bigger countries like sa UK. Si Amazon present sa marami pang ibang countries, spread out siya all over the globe. So, number one reason why we go into Amazon, especially for those who are familiar with online business or even physical business of buying and selling goods, is nandun nga yung global reach. So, pag nagnegosyo tayo, hindi lang contained sa isang place or concentrated lang sa isang place yung pwede nating target markets. Like, for example, nagtayo ka ng tindahan sa Quezon City. So, sa Quezon City ka lang, usually, yung manggagaling yung mga customers mo. So, with Amazon, it's global. So, that's the number one reason. So, another reason going to Amazon, for those siguro na meron ng existing businesses or brands here in the Philippines, it's a good also brand building platform. So, yung mga may existing businesses na, it's a nice way to get hold of a bigger market share and introduce your brand to the global scene. So, best siya for introducing new brands and building new brands as well. So, 70% ng customers ni Amazon, usually, they go into Amazon to discover new products. Diba? So, if your product is there or if your brand is on Amazon, you get a high chance na mas madidiscover ng mga tao sa buong mundo yung products nyo and yung brand nyo. And one more thing is, yun nga, very lean yung team that you would need to maintain. So that means lower costs for you as a business owner if you can launch globally. And you will be also able to launch, make your brands recognized kahit ano lang, small steps. Even wala pa tayo nasa start. So, perfect siya for those who are still planning to set up their businesses and jump into the e-commerce scene. Yeah. So, also, gusto natin pumasok kay Amazon because we have data shows us that the platform is is dominated by third-party sellers. Anong ibig sabihin ng third-party sellers? Ito yung mga hindi malalaking brands at saka ito yung mga nasa startup stage na gustong mag-launch ng business or product sa Amazon. So most of 70% of Amazon sellers generate their first sale in 60 days. So ibig sabihin, kung nakaka-generate kayo kagad ng sales nyo within the first 60 days, ibig sabihin nga, yun nga, malaki kasi yun nila, malaki yung target market. Imagine, US is a 300 million population country. So, compared to 100 plus million of the Philippines. So, mas malaki talaga yung market natin dyan. Yan. So, 60%, so sorry kayo na 70% at sabi ko. So, 60%, yun nga, ng sales ni Amazon, driven by third-party sellers. So, mostly yan foreign-based. So, siguro yung chunk ng Philippine sellers dito sa foreign-based, hindi pa ganun kalaki. Kasi marami pang hindi alam na po pwedeng gawin to nang hindi tayo pumupunta sa US or hindi tayo nagme-maintain ng business sa US or hindi tayo nagre-register even ng business sa US. Yan. So, and lastly, syempre, gusto nating mag-sell sa Amazon. The ultimate reason is, syempre, gusto natin kumita, di ba? So, we want to get a share of its billion-dollar sales. So, actually, si Amazon is a trillion-dollar company, but the aggregate na amount that they generate from product sales is around, it's by the billions. Yeah. So, last year, ang average ni Amazon is $1.2 million per minute sa sales. So, imagine kahit siguro point something percent lang, di ba? Pwede na. Yan. Pero, things are not that rosy, of course. So, hindi naman siya, we don't want to sugarcoat things because we know and we are aware of the current challenges being faced by sellers, especially by Amazon sellers or business owners sa US right now. So, ano ba yung mga challenges na yan? So, hotly discussed online is yung mga challenges natin, which is tariffs and duties. So, eto marami na kaming nare-receive na inquiries or questions on tariffs and duties. So, kailangan, do we need to stop first or kailangan ba i-factor in natin yan sa mga sa mga products natin, yung tariffs and duties. So, ano yung implications nito sa Amazon sellers? Also, rising costs is globally, kahit dito sa Philippines, may encounter nyo naman, not only here, also in China, also in Thailand, and all other countries, yung cost of goods are already high compared to pre-pandemic times. Yan, so kung mapapansin nyo, di ba, almost nag-double or 50% higher cost ng goods. Even within Amazon itself, yung mga fees, continue yan nag-rack up. Kasi, syempre, they have operational costs that they need to cover for. So, eto yung mga problems natin. So, paano natin to ma-hurdle or masi-circumvent? Yun, especially yung tariffs and duties, which is absurd yung taas. That's 145% for goods coming from China, which is most of our goods are coming from China. Yan. So, paano natin siya i-deal? So, yan, we treat tariffs, especially tariffs and duties, as business expense. Ito yung standpoint natin as business owners. We don't make it as a deal breaker. Why? Kasi hindi naman magsa-stop yung negosyo or hindi magsa-stop yung mundo or yung pag-i-import ng goods sa USA nang dahil lang dito sa tariffs na to. Diba? So, we have to live with it and we have to find ways on how to make our business afloat in spite of added fees na ganito. Hindi naman natin itatago yung fact that 145% tariff is parang we won't wing it lang as a simple business cost kasi malaki siya. So, ano siya kailangan lang natin siyang i-deal with from day to day because number one, based on the last, I think, interview ni President Trump, ang position niya kasi dito sa tariffs sa China is just for negotiation purposes because they want to achieve something or they want to get something from China or they want to draw China sa negotiation table. So with that statement, ibig sabihin nun, they're just using it as a tool to leverage siguro what they're trying to ask China na ibigay sa kanila. Yun. So we should monitor this closely as this is still on negotiation. But currently, 145%, malaki siya. So what we do right now is we have to balance it na we add it as a business expense. At the same time, we have to caution also our end users or our consumers on it that we don't fully pass on to them 145%. What you have to do, what we do is we work closely with our suppliers and our forwarders also because yung mga suppliers and forwarders sa China, they have ways to combat this kasi this is not the first time that this happened. Remember that this is the second Trump administration and during the first one, nangyari na rin to. So, we were able to get through it. One way na ginamit ng mga suppliers is they put up factories in Vietnam kasi mas closer sa border nila yon. So they set up factories there para at least hindi made in China yung products. So it's made in Vietnam. So right now, they can still do this because Vietnam stands at 45% tariff. 45 or 46% tariff, at least mas mababa pa rin siya. Yan. So you have to work closely with your suppliers. And forwarders also, they have a way para not to completely eradicate the 145%, but they have ways to lower the cost for us. Yan. So another way to deal with these challenges, kasi at the end of the day, these are all costs. No? So number one na panglaban natin dito is strategic product research. So what do we mean by strategic product research? We choose products very carefully and strategically. And we go into niches na hindi masyadong competitive. Yan, we choose products na there's a lot of room for improvement na hindi siya generic products. So that way we can increase costs and command the prices that we want for a product so that we can cover up for the increase in our costs. Yeah. So it brings us to cost optimization. So use a product, yun. And then sa source, we can optimize our costs by choosing the sources. So if we go with China, of course, the tariff is higher for the time being. So we can go with Vietnam or other countries. Philippines, only has 17% tariff. So we can exploit this low tariff that we have para we can excel also in Amazon. Yan. And also part of cost optimization is operations. So selling on Amazon is one way to optimize costs for businesses na established na. Because you just need to maintain a lean team. So you don't have to have your office. You don't have to pay for air conditioning for the entire office for your staff and all that. Because we just do it sa bahay with our laptops, and si Amazon na yung nagme-maintain ng si Amazon na yung nagme-maintain ng store nyo because they do all the pick, pack, and the storage for us. Yun. So, having discussed all of this, so paano nga ba tayo mag-sell sa Amazon? So, may question tayo kanina about selling models, no? Kung ano yung difference ng ituturo natin tonight with the other selling models. So, the selling models that we have with Amazon are this. So, napakadaming ways to get into Amazon. So, the most popular ones, private label, is building your own brand. Yan. So, building your own brand and product line. And then, second is yung retail and online arbitrage, which is buying and selling of goods. You don't have to create your own brand. Yan, you just buy from mga closeouts or big stores na mga sale, and then you flip it sa Amazon for the retail price. Yun. Number 3 is wholesale buying and selling. And then vendor is for big brands. So like for example, kunyari ko si Adidas or si Nike, you go to Amazon and tell them that gusto nyo i-sell yung products sa kanila, and Amazon will buy the goods from them. And Amazon will be the one selling their brand goods. Yan. And then we also have handmade. This is a special program na kailangan yung applyan separately. So, eto mas hindi siya applicable sa Philippines because pwede siya in bulk, pero syempre pag handmade, medyo konti lang yung kaya mong i-produce at a time. Yon. Then merch by Amazon, if sinong familiar sa sa merch, which is papagawa ka ng kunyari papagawa ka ng konti lang or 1 piece, 2 piece at a time, hindi ka mamumuhunan sa products. So Amazon also has this program. Yun. Kung kailan lang may order, dun siya gagawin ni Amazon. Yun. KDP also, if you're familiar with writing your own books, yun, you can sell it with Amazon KDP. And finally, Amazon Launchpad is for those na yung mga, if you're familiar with Kickstarter, kung sino familiar sa inyo with Kickstarter, so ito yung mga a counterpart ng Kickstarter sa Amazon. So they made Amazon Launchpad for those. Yung mga nag-iimbento or nag-create ng sariling items. Yan. Na from scratch siya. Yon. So among the selling models, we teach the private label model. So the Filipino Amazon Masterclass is about private labeling. So ito yung tuturuan namin kayo to launch your own brand. Look for products, you differentiate your product and create your listings, and you advertise your products to make it known to the Amazon buyers. Yun ang FAM selling model. So how do we get inside Amazon? Yan. So, wait lang. Yan. So, mag-apply tayo sa Amazon using this requirements. So, ano ba yung mga requirements para mag-apply? So, you have to go to sellercentral.amazon.com. Hindi ko alam ba't nawala yung page ko nun. So, anyways, yeah. So, requirements natin to apply is are pala passport or driver's license. So, any of this lang, passport or driver's license, and You also you should have statement of account either from your bank account or your credit card. Yan, so pwede na yung statement of account. And then optional lang tong business document for those who will apply as a corporation. Yan, you will need your business document. And then required ni Amazon ang may credit card. So, kailangan when you apply as a seller, you have your credit card or your debit card at least. Yun. So, for those na walang credit card, you can borrow from others, from your husband or sa kapatid, yan. So, saan mag-a-apply? sellercentral.amazon.com. Yun. Ito pala siya. Sorry, nagkabaliktad siya. Yun. So, when you apply, kapapresent sa'yo ni Amazon yung mga requirements kanina, and then you will need to choose the type of selling account. So, ito yung subscription type. Ano yung type ng selling account na pipiliin nyo? So, it's either individual or professional. So, as Amazon private label seller, we choose professional because pag nag-individual kayo, hindi kayo i-allow ni Amazon mag-send ng bulk inventory. So, limited lang yung number of items na ipapasend sa inyo. So, you need to have a professional account, which means that you will be paying $39.99 per month. Pero pag nag-apply naman kayo, don't worry kasi pag wala pa kayong product, hindi kayo i-charge the following month. So, the first month, $39.99 and then susunod na month, pag wala pang product nyo, hindi pa dumadating sa US, hindi pa kayo i-charge ni Amazon. So, this will commence again pag naka-receive na si Amazon ng inventory sa US from you. Yan. So, yan. Which brings us to the first step sa private label actually. Yun. So, pag meron na kayong account sa Amazon, tapos, nandun na kayo sa loob ng, meron na kayong platform, selling platform sa Amazon. And then, you will now go to the next step of product selection or product research. We call this usually product research. Choosing the products. So, for those na wala pang products na binibenta dito sa Philippines or wala pang brands, we choose new products based on demand and data. So for those of you na may existing businesses, usually what we do when you enter into Amazon is we check the viability of your existing products sa Amazon Marketplace. Yun. So i-check natin yan. And then if you want to expand your product line or if you don't want to sell your existing products, but you want to develop new products or choose new products to sell sa Amazon, we will go through, we will run tools and software para ma-check natin kung ano ba yung mga products na pwede natin ibenta. So, the way we do product research on Amazon is not by gut feel, although we also use yung gut feel ng businessman also. But then, yung pagpipili, final selection should be based on data pa rin. Yun. So, we use tools and software to make this easier. Kasi pag mano-mano lang, medyo matatagalan tayo and mas hindi yan, mas hindi siya mas hindi tayo magiging productive. So, yun. So, we use keywords in search volume like this one. Yan. This one is an example of a seller tool. Yan, sino ba to? Si Seller App. So you can also use Helium and other tools. Data Dive also. Yan. So, etong product na to is the product that we have as a sample dun sa loob ng course natin. So, yung coconut bowls. So, when you go into a software, you type in coconut bowls and search. Makikita nyo yung search volume. What do we mean by search volume? So, the search volume is the amount of searches na nakukuha nitong keyword na to sa Amazon platform in 1 month. So it means that if you can see, there's 6,580 ba to? Searches a month for coconut bowls. So meron 6,580 times na tinype ng isang tao ang coconut bowls sa search bar ng Amazon. So ibig sabihin, meron 6,580 incidences or persons na naghahanap ng coconut bowl sa loob ng Amazon. So this way, we know na in a way, marami yung naghahanap. So in a day, if you break it down, divide it by 30, you will know na marami naghahanap ng coconut bowl sa Amazon. So, ibig sabihin, may chance na pwede natin siya ibenta. Napakadami nating coconut bowl dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? Nakikita ko suppliers ng coconut bowls sa Amazon, puro Vietnam. Yun, so why not? Yun, I'm using Seller app na tool. This one is a free tool, free version. So if you will use other tools like Helium, may monthly sub siya. Yun. Although they have, I'm not sure, parang binalik na nila yung free use ng limited use ng ng ibang tools nila. So you can try to but Seller app can give you this data ng free account lang. Yun. So we use softwares like this para to validate the data na alam natin na marami naghahanap. So it equates to kung marami naghahanap, ibig sabihin, we can equate that to demand. Yun. So what products yung mga pinipili natin? So syempre sa start, we have a list of guidelines kung paano mamili ng products. Kasi sa dami ng products that exists sa global scene, ano nga ba dun yung ibebenta natin sa Amazon, di ba? Yun. So, we have standard guidelines. Ito, yung standard guidelines, you can see this and you can hear this from a lot of videos in YouTube and mga tutorials. We call this guidelines and not rules because this should not be a limiting factor to your product selection. So, we would want lower weight or lighter products for the reason na mas mababa yung shipping fee niya and yung fees niya sa Amazon. But we can still go with a bit heavier products kasi as long as kayang i-cover ng ng profit nyo. So, hindi siya limiting factor. So, yan, profitability is mas sa akin, mas kailangan because syempre, pag maliit yung profit mo, mas hindi ka magso-survive and mas magiging tight yung mas magiging tight yung cash flow ng business. So profitability is king. Yan. So you have to have nowadays siguro I would suggest 40% up, 45% up na profit margin for your products. Yun. And then price is we have price as a guideline because we don't want to sell very low priced goods. Kasi other costs would easily eat up your profits if the price is low. So mas gusto natin mas mataas yung price, around $18, $20 and up. Mas meron tayong room for incidental costs and costs like tariff. Yun. Yan. Tapos, we want also for, as a guideline, is an established demand like the one na nakita natin kanina sa software. Because kung nakita natin yon na 500 lang yung searches niya a month or 1,000 lang yung searches niya a month, it gives us an idea na konti lang yung interested on that product. So, if you sell that on Amazon, tas konti lang yung naghahanap, chances are, mas-stock lang yung product nyo doon, you'll end up paying storage fees kay Amazon, and you will lose money because hindi mo siya nabibenta pero may binabayaran ng fees. Diba? So, we don't want that. Yan. So, avoid natin as first product on Amazon. Ito, avoid lang as first product ha. For your succeeding products, you can go with these products. Pero as a first product, especially for those without experience yet sa sa e-commerce, yan, wag muna kasi especially when we're selling sa US where very strict yung rules on importation and selling of goods. So we would want to do away yet muna with children's products. So wag muna yan kasi masyadong maraming rules concerning that. And then products with lots of moving components. Bakit? Kasi may magkulangan lang na isang part, small part of a certain product, it would end up to a customer that is dissatisfied and leaving bad review. So ayaw natin yun. Kasi gusto natin, syempre, kung bago pa lang tayo sa Amazon, maganda yung mga reviews natin and all that. So we don't want that headache. Yan. So we don't want yet fragile products. Kasi nga madali mabasag, so we don't want also another dissatisfied customer. And let's stay away muna from hemp and adult products, although these ones we can sell on Amazon. Pero restricted itong mga products na to, so ayaw natin mamroblema kung na-restrict yung product natin. And then, ano ba yung high liability products and seasonal products? So, let me give examples of high liability products. So, ito yung mga products na mayroon tayong pananagutan or there is safety involved. So, we don't want yet to deal with this as first products. Yun. Sa mga susunod na product nyo, pag medyo marami na kayong experience sa Amazon, we can do this. But for your first product, stay away from lighting, electrical, heat-producing products, yung mga may heating elements, those that can be applied on the skin like topicals, and those na ini-ingest. Yun, wag muna tayo magbenta niyan. Those with fire hazards, yan, furnitures, of course, flammables, and those with chemicals, harmful chemicals. Yun. So, tsaka na natin yan pasukin pag medyo mas familiar na tayo dun sa Amazon selling natin. Yan. Also, seasonal products because there's a special way to launch these products and there's a special way of handling the inventory of these products. Yung mga seasonal decors like Christmas decors, kailangan saktong-sakto yung inventory nyo when you launch it, and you have to launch it at the right time para to make sure that you finish up your inventory pagtapos na yung season. So, syempre, this would need observation ng entire Amazon selling. So, wag muna yan. Later on na. Yan, back to school products. Also, clothing accessories na merong mga seasonal like wool, yon yung mga ganon, or summer products, yan. Outdoor and gardening because during winter walang demand or walang sales yung outdoor and gardening. So or super baba. So wag muna yon. And then sports gears, of course, and festival items, yan. Because we're not yet familiar nga with kung kailan nagsa-start mag-rise and fall yung demand of these items going through the seasons. Yun. Yan. So, saan tayo kukuha ng mga ideas natin to sell? So, sa dami ng products that we have everywhere, so, syempre number one resource ng mga idea is si Amazon itself. Kasi nandiyan na yung mga products na yan, binibenta na ibang sellers yan because they have already researched. Diba? In a way, they have already relied and tapped on data to find out kung ano ba yung mga ibebenta nila sa Amazon. So mag-observe tayo within Amazon itself. Yan. And the second best place where to get ideas kung ano ibebenta is from the suppliers themselves, which is online na hindi natin kailangan pumunta sa China, is sa Alibaba. So, dyan tayo makakita ng products, especially kahit mga new products na binibenta ng mga manufacturers. So, yon, you can check Alibaba also for product ideas. Yon. So, other marketplaces, aside from Alibaba, sa Temu, and all other places yon, you can check products there. Also, niche-specific websites. So, pwede kang makakuha dyan. Kunyari, website na dealing with, dealing with mga kitchen or organizing, ganyan. So, we can look for products there. Also, social media. Kung ano yung mga uso sa TikTok na pinopromote ng ibang mga content creators, and we can get ideas from there. Also, your everyday life. So, kung ano yung mga ginagawa nyo, kung ano yung profession nyo. Dyan sa profession nyo or your workplace, makakakuha kayo ng ideas kung ano yung mga isi-sell nyo sa Amazon. Also, if you want to have fun while choosing products, so you can do it while window shopping, punta kayo sa mall and look around. Punta kayo sa department store na SM, punta kayo sa yung mga stores na maraming products na binibenta na assortment. So, makakita kayo ng doon, makakita kayo ng ideas. Yan. More costly is attending trade events, of course. And then you can also check TV shows. And finally, from our beloved tools, yan, marami tayong nakukuha din ideas sa paggamit ng software and tools sa Amazon, but you need to be savvy enough in sometimes in using those softwares, and you have to be familiar with the levers na tinitingnan natin in choosing products para magamit nyo yung softwares and ma-fine-tune nyo yung search process nyo. Yan. So, in a nutshell, dami na yatang questions, no? Mamaya, we will discuss. Yan. So, in a nutshell, ito yung product research snapshot natin. Yan. So, anong kailangan gawin? Step 1. So, you can write this down as a guideline para doon sa mga gusto na mag-start. Yan. So, you have to list your niche. Saang niche ba yung gusto nyo? Sa home ba? Sa gardening ba? Sa arts, crafts? Yun. You have to list your niche kung saan kayo mas familiar. And then, within that niche, you have to identify a list of possible products. So, going to step 2, so scouting, look for products around your niche. So, eto na pupunta kayo sa websites or mamamasyal kayo to look for products. Or brainstorming, yan. So, sit down and think of the things that you use in your profession or in your line of work. Yun. So, you can jot down the products within your niche. Yan. And then, step 3, pag may listahan na kayo, you will need to check the facts and verify the data. So, you can use the tools that I've mentioned earlier to check kung may enough ba na search volume or marami ba naghahanap doon sa product na yun. And then, you can check the profitability of that product by going into Alibaba and inquiring sa suppliers or just by looking at the prices, kung ano yung posted prices sa Alibaba. And then also you have to check the other guidelines. Kung sobrang bigat ba nito, sobrang laki ba nitong product, yan, you have to verify. And then step 4, pag meron na kayong shortlisted list of products, you should be able to think how to differentiate or how to improve the product. So, isip kayo ng mga paraan kung paano siya may improve. So, one clue and one thing that you can check kung paano nyo may improving product is by looking, you go to Amazon, you check that certain product, and then check the reviews. Dun sa reviews, punta kayo sa 1 star and 2 stars. So, pag pumunta kayo doon, makikita nyo kung ano ang defect ng product at kung ano yung reklamo ng mga bumibili ng product. So, you can build upon that, the improvement that you will employ or you will make for your selected product. So, that's how you differentiate. Yon. So, yan. So, after doing that, meron na kayong mga ano, di ba? Meron na kayong shortlisted products. So, maghahanap kayo ng suppliers. Yan. So, where to find the suppliers? So, kanina yan, na-mention ko yung trade fair. So, going to trade fairs like etong trade fair sa Canton Fair, which is, ano na ba ngayon? Just finished kasi hanggang May 5. Yan. So, tapos na siya. So, next batch ng Canton Fair would be October and November this year. So, 2 times a year yan. Yan. Sa Japan also, you can look for suppliers because there are trade fairs also. May isang magandang trade fair dito which happens January. Kasabay nitong trade fair na to, meron silang mga ano din, other products na ano, na interesting products, mga novelties, clothes, yan. Yan. So, next is, of course, wholesale platforms. If you don't want to travel, you can go to Alibaba. Yan, alibaba.com. Pupunta kayo dyan. So, you can make your account and then look for products here. Another option for an online platform is global sources. So, dito okay din siya. Mas mahal ng konti, pero mas magaganda yung products that you can see. Dito, mas refined na siya. Mas more for ano na siya, US customers. Yan. So, next is, another option is to go to trade department websites of different countries. So, para malaman nyo kung ano yung mga pinoproduce dun sa country na yon. Yun, kung ano yung mas, leading products that they produce. You can also look for company websites kung meron na kayong shortlisted na products or mga suppliers na in mind. Yan. And locally, you can do factory and office visits. Yan. Kung meron ng mga, for example, may gumagawa dito ng isang type ng product. So, you can check kung nandito lang sa Philippines. Sa China, you can also do that. But I suggest you go first sa Canton Fair or negotiate with them sa Alibaba. So, you can arrange for a factory or office audit. Yeah. So, after looking for a supplier, actually, you can do this ng sabay, hindi naman to sequential. The others, they do this before looking for a before looking for a product. This is the whole gist of the private label selling is building your own brand. So when you build your own brand, you have to have your brand name and your logo. So, syempre, you have to have your brand name first before you go with the logo. But when you already have a product, syempre, you have to have your logo na kasi kailangan mo ilagay yun sa packaging mo. Diba? So, that's part of your brand building. Next is your trademark. Of course, hindi naman to required when you're starting to sell on Amazon. Pero, ano naman siya, hindi siya required, but mas maganda if you have it. Yun. But still, you need to check the registrability of your chosen brand name sa US Trademarks Office. Yeah. Next is your product packaging and design. So this is also part of your brand building. So you have to have a nice design do sa product packaging nyo, depending on the product. So especially pag giftable products yan, it has to look nice pag natanggap yan ng customers. Yeah. Also, you will do your product images. So sa product images sa Amazon, I'll give you an example, like this one. Yan. So, ganyan ang product images ngayon sa Amazon. It's not just a simple, kinuha nila na picture na nilagay dyan. So, it has to be graphically designed. So, may graphic design siya, meron siyang words. So, may science and SEO involved yung product images sa Amazon nowadays. Yeah, so it's not just simply getting a picture and putting it out there. Yon. So next is you need to be ready with your product listing also. So product listing mo would look like this one. So an example would be etong coconut bowls natin. So I chose this example kasi para to show you yung product listing niya. Yung title niya, when you write your title, it's not just splashing words onto the website. It has to be SEO friendly na na-attract nyo yung buyers nyo. At the same time, it satisfies also yung satisfies also yung back end ni Amazon, yung algorithm ni Amazon for the search. Yan. So, meron siyang title, meron siyang bullet points in your description. It has to be friendly both for the AI, Amazon AI, and your end customers. So, ganyan siya when you sell something on Amazon. Yan. So, what we discussed, no? So, when you're ready with all of those, you have your product done. So, this is by the supplier. So, okay na. Kung tapos na tayo dun sa mga yon. Kasi while pinoproduce yung products na yon, yun ang gagawin nyo. Magpa-product listing, magkukuha ng pictures, yan. So, we also would ship that. Pagkatapos ng production, ship na natin siya. So, that would be handled by the freight forwarder. So, si freight forwarder, the supplier can provide that or you can contact your own. Yun. And then, pag sinip na yan from China going to US, merong magsasapo ulit na who will do the final leg of delivery, which is usually UPS. So sila yung magsisend ng goods nyo sa mga warehouses ni Amazon. So, i-distribute ni Amazon yan into different warehouses across the country. And then, pag nandun na sa warehouses nila yan, so that's what we call a launch. So, your products would be officially and automatically up on the website of Amazon.com. Yun. So, pag nandun na siya sa Amazon.com, so anyone can buy your products. So, question din na usually na tinatanong sa amin. So, pag may bumili ng product nyo, nasa US na siya, paano, ano mangyayari? So, Amazon handles the pick, pack, and ship of that. They called it FBA or Fulfilled by Amazon. So, sila na yung mag-handle niyan for us. So, ayun. So, ang next natin is having learned all of these steps. Yan. So, how is everybody doing? Okay pa ba kayo dyan? Yeah, so ang dami na nagaganap na Q&A. Sige, we'll handle all of those na hindi pa na-answer na questions later, ha? So, sa dami na diniscuss natin, alin ba doon yung dapat nating unahin? Or ano-ano ba yung mga kailangan nating gawin para makapag-launch ng business sa Amazon, di ba? So, i-breakdown natin siya into bullet points. So, meron kayong guide kung ano yung mga steps na kailangan yung i-go through. So, paano maging private label seller sa Amazon? So, number 1, Amazon seller account registration. So, syempre magre-register ka muna ng account mo like doon sa example natin kanina. And then, you will do the budget setting. So, magsiset tayo ng budget natin because doon manggagaling yung doon magsa-start yung product selection natin kung magkano yung set aside nating budget for our first launch on Amazon. So, after budget setting, we do the product research, again, based from the budget that we have set. So, doon tayo mag-start. And then, after product research, magso-source tayo ng product. So, this is the 4th step. Yan, screenshot nyo na lang later. You can screenshot later pag nandiyan na lahat ng steps. And then, after product sourcing, we do the basics of building an international brand. Yan. So, and then, paano natin siya isi-ship? So, we ship the products to Amazon's warehouse. So directly from the supplier, let's say, for example, your supplier in the Philippines or from China, we send all your goods direct to Amazon's warehouses. And then, etong creating your listing, you can do this while the product is under production. So, pwede nyo i-create yung listing nyo. Or while your product is in transit, pwede nyo i-complete. But you have to create your listing first bago nyo siya masend. Kasi may mga kailangan kayong, yung mga barcodes and all that, you will have to generate that from your listing. So you have to create that while the product is on production. And then yung finishing touches ng listing nyo, you do that while the product is in transit. Yeah, and so after that, when your products are already in the USA with Amazon, you launch your product on Amazon. And then we do Amazon advertising to attract traffic to our listing or to our products. Next is, syempre pag nabawasan na yung inventory natin, kailan tayo ulit mag-order? Or ilan yung kailangan nating orderin? So, we will have to do inventory management. Yan. So, pag bumibenta na siya, nandun na siya, syempre may mga bumibili. And then merong minsan may mga reklamo, merong mga kailangang i-fix. So, we do account maintenance also. So, all of this, yan, you can take a screenshot. Ito yung mga steps that you need to do to launch your private label in Amazon. Yeah. So, tapos na ba? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yan, you can screenshot. So, all of this, kung medyo tedious, and I believe it is tedious, lahat ng to na pag-aralan, we teach this all in the Filipino Amazon Masterclass. So, eto yung mga tinuturo namin at hinimay-himay namin para to teach it in a way na you can follow the steps easily. Kasi marami to kahit meron si Amazon na guidelines at kahit meron siyang sariling platform for these things, maraming bagay na you have to have experienced all the steps kasi wala sa mga tinuturo to. So yung iba dyan na mga tiniteach namin is we learned from experience. Hindi siya nakasulat elsewhere. Yan. So sa Filipino Amazon Masterclass, or we call FAM. So you just learn it from one platform. Yan. And you eliminate also misinformation. Kasi sa dami ng resources, sa YouTube, kahit sa TikTok ngayon, and Facebook, ang daming mga groups and pages. So we avoid misinformation because usually, yung iba outdated na, or minsan, yun nga, minsan mali yung pagkaintindi, or minsan hindi pa na-experience sa ibang sellers yung mga na-experience ng current FAM students. So, here we refine kung ano yung gini-give out nating information. Also, ito yung pinaka-importante. You learn and you get coached in your native language. Kasi minsan mahirap na nga intindihin pag foreign courses, ang hirap na nga intindihin minsan ma-absorb na syempre in English yung mga modules. And then kung ang coach mo or ang mo is ibang lahi, di ba? You can't translate minsan fully what you need to ask. So it's better to have a coach na you can ask in your native language. It's easier for expression and for learning. Yun. So yun yung pinaka-salient point din niya. Yan. So also you will be part of a community of Filipino sellers na napapagtanungan nyo and nakakasabay nyo sa journey nyo ng selling. So let me introduce the Filipino Amazon Masterclass, which is the Amazon Private Label course of Amaze Nation. So usually when you join the class, so you have your lifetime access to the course. So hindi naman namin siya tatanggalin. So you can access the course anytime, kahit minsan after 1 year. We have students na 2 years, 3 years after, bago sila mag-take action. So nandun pa rin yung course nila. You also get one-on-one coaching calls within 6 months. So ang kagandahan nito is you get to discuss your problem and your product dun sa Amazon nyo ng ano siya, on a Zoom call with the coach. 1 hour session yan. So, mas nadidiscuss and nare-refine yung either problems or steps. Yan. And also, you have unlimited email support for 6 months. Yan. So, this is very valuable kasi sometimes there are students na medyo shy or busy. You cannot make Zoom calls. Yan, usually on the email na lang para lang mag-guide. We also have FAM webinars. Yun, and our lifetime membership to the FAM Facebook group. So, pagtapos na yung course ng 6 months, you're still within the community. So, okay lang kasi you can still ask questions just in case mas late kayo mag-launch ng products. Also, we have FAM Google Classroom. So, other learning modules we put there. And finally, we have a support group for those na nag-graduate na sa FAM na course, tapos nagbebenta. So, we still hold your hand through the steps. So, yun yung meron tayong separate group for that. So, kahit tapos na yung course, meron pa rin tayong support for those who have launched their products on Amazon. Yan. So, ang question is, so magkano naman to, coach, di ba? So, yung course natin, hindi ganito yung price ng course natin. Huwag kayong matakot. So, other courses, foreign courses, usually 250K, 110K. And these are just courses and learn DIY. So, walang coach-coach dito. Merong community, but there's no one-on-one or email support that you can get. So, for the for the Filipino Amazon Masterclass, we made it more affordable than this. So we offer it at 68,987. Yan. So this is reduced the reduced price na. And mas ano niya, yung one-on-one support niya. So for those na ano ba, namamahalan pa, meron pa bang ano? Siyempre medyo mahirap ang ano ngayon, medyo mahirap ang kaperahan ngayon. So yung 68,987, so for those na interested at talagang geared towards launching your own brand, so you can take this opportunity because yung first 10 to enroll who are in this class, we give you a 15% discount. So because we value your time for being here tonight. So yan. You can have the course for 58,639. That's a 15% off. So just for the first 10 enrollees at yung mga umattend lang webinar tonight. Yan. So just take note of this discount code. Very simple naman, FAM50. Very straightforward. Yun. So I would be glad and happy to see you inside FAM. And let us now entertain yung questions nyo that hindi pa na-address kanina. Yon. So, Miss Jelly, meron pa ba tayong questions? Ano pa yung questions natin na ina-ask nila? Sandali, check ko lang yung natin, yung chat.
Okay, Luis.
Yan, you can type in the chat or pwede rin mag-raise ng hand kung ano.
Okay, Luis. Naririnig mo ba ako? Naririnig mo ba ako?
Yan, sige.
He created word game daw. Nandito ba si Luis? Luis, nandito ka pa? Pwede ka naman mag-unmute. Ha?
Yes po.
Ayan. Sige, go. Copyright and trademark in IPO.
Copyright.
Okay po, meron po kasi kung ano inimbento na ano na boardless board game
Okay.
and ano na po siya copyrighted, trademark and recently na-approve siya sa USPTO ng trademark ko. And then meron din po akong existing contract with the US government dito sa Philippines. So given the situation po na may nakuha ko na po lahat ng mga ano ng mga license po namin. Paano po ako magbebenta sa ano sa Amazon?
Sa Amazon, yung sa US niyo po ba patented din yung product?
Copyright ano po, trademark po. Na trademark po siya.
Usually kasi po pag trademark, ang napaprotect nyo lang doon is your brand name.
Yes po.
Pero pag tinry nyo na po ba siyang ipapatent?
Recent lang po na siya naaprubahan after a year of apply. So February 25 lang po siya naaprubahan.
Mm-mm.
So, yung attorney ko dito sa Philippines saka doon hindi pa uli kami nag-uusap regarding doon sa patent. Pero yung huling usapan namin, ma'am, pinadala ko na rin yung mga mechanics ng game to study
Mm-mm.
nung attorney ko dito sa Philippines.
Mm-mm. Yun po, I suggest po before selling it on Amazon, siguro we can do the early parts nung inyong patent registration to protect your product. Kasi when you sell it agad sa Amazon without starting yung patent registration nyo, we open up your product to yung mga nagka-copy ng product. So which is nandyan silang lahat, especially mga Chinese manufacturers. So binubuksan natin yung product nyo to those threats. So although ano naman siya, although pwede nyo naman siyang i-sell and pwede nyo naman din silang habulin kung merong mangungopia, but it's better to prevent kasi kesa hahabulin nyo siya, which would cost also money for us kung maghahabol tayo dun sa mga gumaya ng product nyo, di ba? So, mas maganda at least kahit papaano, meron na kayong kumbaga naka-patent pending ka na para at least there's some degree of protection already for your product. Kasi they might not copy your trademark or your brand name, pero pwede nilang kopyahin yung mismong game. And they slap their own they slap their own brand. Pero yun yung game nyo. So syempre gusto natin i-protect na especially na kumbaga ano siya it's a unique na product na kinreate nyo. So yun yung gusto nating i-protect sa kanya.
So, ma'am, ibig sabihin hindi pa pwedeng i-sell yun sa Amazon?
Pwede nyo na pong siya i-sell as long as na-start nyo na po yung process ng patents. Para
Mm.
mas ano siya. Actually, yung ganyang klase ng product po, napaka lucrative niyan sa Amazon. Kasi during my first years sa Amazon, 2017, 2018, may mga nakuha akong supplies from stocks from China na mga games, na mga card games, mga board games, na ganyan. Sobrang lakas ng sales niya sa Amazon. Especially yung mga hindi mainstream na mga games, yung mga katulad ng mga exploding kittens, yung mga
Mm.
basta maraming mga games na na bago. So yun, okay yung sales niya. So I would support that endeavor of bringing into Amazon. So siguro to answer your question, the first step that you need to do is first to to register for an account.
Mm.
Register for an account sa Amazon. And then since you have your trademark already, you can apply for brand registry para naka-block na rin kay Amazon yung nyo, yung trademark nyo, yung brand name nyo. Yun. So, after that, yun nga, you can start your patent process para you can already try to list your product on Amazon.
Okay. So, kasi mayroon din po kasi kung bumili na rin kasi ako ng barcode. So, may barcode na rin siya kompleto na
Yung barcode nyo po is from ano, from legit source po.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-mm.
Sa digit ko sa binili, ma'am. Para tinata ko na rin sa board game ko yun eh. So,
Ayun.
I need to apply for the patent.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yun. So, yun po ang mga pwede nyong gawin. And additionally, siguro, based from sa mga nakita ko na ginawa ng ibang mga sobrang malalakas sa mga games sa Amazon, what they do alongside is before before nila i-introduce sa Amazon, may following na sila. Kasi yung iba galing Kickstarter eh. So, usually yun, may following na sila. You can already establish your social media presence
Mhm.
and do heavy marketing to the US market. Para pagpasok nyo ng Amazon, ang binibigay nyo nila sa customers and followers nyo is the avenue where to buy the products.
Actually, ma'am, ano yung board game ko na yan, sinali ko yan sa sa grant ng US. So kaya
Mm-mm.
siya nakilala sa Philippines dahil inaccept siya ng US government sa Philippines as a board game. So meron po akong live contract sa kanila for 2 years na
Mm-mm.
ginagawa po namin yung board game nito sa US Embassy Manila. So,
Oh.
mga DepEd po ang mga partner po namin doon. So, sabi ko, it's time sana na ma-sell ko na to sa Amazon dahil actually, yung program ng US is gamified learning.
Mm-mm.
Gamified learning, sa marami pong sumali sa sa program nila, yung product ko po yung napili ng US.
Ayun, nagaling yun. So, ano
Mm.
po yan, definitely, maganda yung magiging path niya. Basta,
Mm.
yun, we have to do lang yung mga ano nyo. Yun, yung mga
Ah,
product listing and
oh,
all that, yun.
masyadong alam yung mga yung mga tawag dito, yung mga marketing and everything, di ko masyadong alam kasi
Mm-mm.
so ang ano ko lang, kinuha ko muna yung mga licenses para maging okay. Yung pala, need ko pa talaga ng patent. Pero so far na ibigay ko naman sa sa attorney ko, hindi siguro pa-follow up ko na lang, ma'am.
Opo. Mm-mm.
I-process na nila din sa US.
Yun. So, very doable naman po siya. And maganda yun,
Yung yung
opportunity.
board game, ma'am, ba sa US, ma'am, o sa Amazon ay medyo ba? Click din ba 'to, ma'am, kung sakali?
Board games mo marami. Maraming games na sobrang malakas yung sales niya. Board games and card games, marami. Especially, sayang kasi going into summer. Kasi malakas ang benta niya ng summer or going into summer kasi naghahanap yung mga parents ng na lalaruin or papunta ng Christmas na pangregalo. Yan, or lalaruin ng adults kung pwede sa adults yun. So, maganda yun ano niya. So, maano pa rin yung market. Okay pa rin ang market
Need
for
talaga, ma'am, talaga ng patent talaga. Need
Ah,
talaga bago. Mhm.
yun nga, mas okay siya kung Mas kasi ang bilis manggaya ng mga tao doon. Lalo na pag nakita ng Chinese sellers na bumibenta yung product nyo, gagayahin nila yan.
Okay. Okay,
Oo.
ma'am. Thank you very much po.
Sige po, sige po. Thank
Okay,
you.
ma'am. Can I ask a question po?
Okay, sige.
Okay. Ma'am, my first question po, yung how much do I need para makapag-umpisa ng selling for
Um,
private?
yung ano naman po, yung capital is hindi siya required pero suggested is around mga 150K. But you
In
don't,
peso?
yes, oo. 150 to 200. Yun, is a bare minimum budget. Although there are students of FAM who started with 50 or 100K. Yun. Pero hindi nyo naman po kasi kailangan agad yun at the start. Kasi pag nag-start kayo sa Amazon, syempre magre-register kayo, tapos mamimili pa kayo ng products nyo. So,
How many products ang needed for starters?
we suggest po one lang muna. Kasi you will spread your capital thinly pag maraming products. So, we start with one product. Tapos po, pag nag-order kayo, syempre, yung product research would take around 1 to 2 months. And yung back and forth ordering nyo sa, sa manufacturer nyo and refining the product. So, usually, it takes mga 1 to 2 months. Other students, mga 1 to 3 months. So, after nun, tsaka pa lang kayo mag-order. Pag nag-order naman kayo, hindi naman kayo magbabayad ng full agad sa supplier nyo . Usually, pag nag-order kayo sa supplier sa China, usually 30% or 50% yung deposit. Pag nag-deposit kayo, gagawin na nila yung product. So, they do it usually 1 month. So, after 1 month pa ulit, yung full payment nun. So, yung 150K, for example, yung full amount niya siguro would be needed mga after 3 to 4 months pa upon starting the course. So, ganun siya usually. And normally, we pay naman, kung Alibaba yung order, we normally pay via credit card. So, although meron siyang additional fees, most of us find it safer rather than sending directly sa bank, which is mas, mas maraming tanong-tanong and interview. Kasi pag credit card lang on Alibaba, which is safe naman, as long as it is done through the Alibaba platform, yun, mas siya, mas madali kasi babayaran nyo lang siya kaysa pupunta ka pa ng bank. Tapos may mga application processes pa involved for that.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Welcome. Yan, sino ang next natin? Meron ba?
Good evening po. May I ask?
Opo, sige po.
Okay. Ano po kami? Plantsville Health. We are a social enterprise and we plant the Philippine cinnamon. May maliit po ako na facility. We produce essential oil and hydrosol. One of the products that I already applied na po sa USPTO, nasa brand registry na rin po ako. Na-approve na din po yung listing ko. So yung first ko po na question is, yung price, tingnan ko maganda naman yung demand. Yung aking product is sleep aromatic water. Ano yun eh? You can spray it on your linen and on the around your bed, ganun, para mas makatulog ka better. Pwede mo rin ilagay sa diffuser. Tinignan ko po yung price. Generally, it's about $11 to $12 lang. Tatanong ko yung mga kaibigan ko sa US, yung suggestion nila mga $9 lang. You mentioned about yung $18 to $20 yung ideal, which is actually tama. I agree po sa inyo. Kasi when I computed, sobrang baba na lang yung matitira sa akin. So, yung first ko po na question is, ano po yung suggestion nyo on that strategy? And second, kung dito po ba sa Pilipinas, may grupo po ba tayo na we can send the products parang sabay para mas mura? Thank you po.
Usually po sa pricing, yun nga, mas better kasi, syempre mas gusto natin mas mataas. But then, we have to consider also the existing benchmark ng prices sa US ng product based dun sa mga competitors natin, which is normally, kahit essential oils, there are a lot na coming from China as well. Kaya medyo mas mababa yung price. So, in that regard, usually, what we do is we strengthen yung brand, how we present our brand, yung branding natin. Kasi that's how we would set apart our product from the ones with na cheaper versions. Yun lang yung way no na we make our product look much more expensive through the branding para kahit parehas lang ng product cost with the other competitors, we can price a bit higher. So there's a premium feel for the product. Yun. Tapos naman po sa group na pwedeng mag-send, actually, ito medyo a bit challenging. Although, meron ng mga avenues na nag-open up for sending products to the USA. So, we have groups like si Inline Shipping na who can facilitate sending to the United States ng siya eh. Kasi syempre, pag nag-send tayo sa Amazon, we have to do it DDP. So, we cannot rely on direct with DHL without a business account kasi hindi siya DDP. So, ayaw ni Amazon nang may babayaran siyang charges, duties, pagdating doon ng product natin. So, we have to do with DDP. So, we have to get mga freight forwarders who can handle that for us. So, an example is Inline Shipping, which is via DHL din sila. There was one student who used services of freight forwarders. Na he was able to get the products to the USA. Pero with that route, mas madali kasi if you will send to a warehouse in the US, tsaka siya isi-send sa warehouse ni Amazon or dun sa parang 3PL ni Amazon. Yun po.
Maraming salamat po.
Welcome po. Yan. So, sino po may question? Tingnan ko yun. Ayan.
Aside sa Alibaba. Para kanina na-mention yan. Aside sa Alibaba, saan pwedeng mag-source?
Mag-source ng product. So,
Yes.
we have global sources also. Yan. Medyo mas a bit higher yung prices niya sa Amazon. Pero, ang quality ng products are much better. Yun, mas madali siya kesa mas maganda pala yung kasi na siya medyo filtered na. So, ito yung mas magagandang quality ng product lines na manufacturers din sila sa China. So, China pa rin siya, pero mas na siya. Mas na-filter na yung products niya. Yun. So, question natin from yan.
Pag private label po ba, mas madali ma-approve? Mas kesa sa arbitrage.
Same lang naman siya. Actually, yung account nyo, kung nagbebenta na kayo nagre-retail arb na kayo, you can use the same account for private label and vice versa. Yun.
Of course, how soon ang ROI?
Ang ROI natin depends on the niche na papasukin nyo at saka depende sa strategy and a lot of moving parts kasi when you launch. So, it would depend on a lot of factors. Pero, yung ating product selection process na pumipili tayo ng mga low-hanging fruits, that cuts the time for ROI. Kasi pag yung mga sobrang competitive products na, usually yun yung matatagal yung ROI.
Dito sa Madam Lish, so mag-on ang cam.
Bakit ba siya?
Nandito siya. Nakiki-Q&A. Hindi niyo ba makita si Madam Lish?
Galo po ang bata.
You can also watch, replace. You can also watch the
Hi, Madam. Good evening.
RDR.
Nice to see you.
Yan, RDR, no? You can watch the RDR interview with Lish Aquino. May tanong ba kayo kay Madam Lish?
Actually, marami pa ditong hindi nasasagot eh.
Oo, nag-read na ako doon.
Yung
May
mga
kita
hindi
mo
ko
ba ang
masagot.
Q&A?
Nakikita naman, kaya lang na-old age ako eh. Kasi hindi ko makita pag malapit. Binabasa ko.
Any product po ba? Pwede? Meron tayong list kanina.
Oo, meron tayong list kanina. You can go back siguro dun sa replay, pero short answer, not all pwede. Maraming pwede, pero wag muna.
Meron kasi daw siyang, what if like hand sanitizer? Hand sanitizer.
Pag hand sanitizer kasi, pwede naman siya, kaya lang, may mga additional steps or requirements ka na kailangang i-fulfill para ma-sell yun kay Amazon. Kasi at least mas hindi siya dangerous sa ingestible na products. So kahit
O kailangan siya ng no? Yung, anong pangalan?
SDS.
Ha?
SDS.
SDS.
Data sheet, kailangan yun at the very minimum.
Saka may mga
FDA,
words na
kailangan
kailangan
FDA.
avoid.
Oo, may mga words ka na kailangan avoid sa
Hand
product
sanitizer.
packaging at saka sa listing.
Gaya ng bacteria, something ganon. Do we need the license? Depende sa product. Hand sanitizer, yes.
Yeah.
May need po ba na mag-license
Hello, madam.
yung product?
Hello,
Ayan, sir.
madam.
I see.
Yes, sir.
Naulit po ito ulit. Balik po ulit ako. Madam, for example, I would like to sell products in another country besides US, like for example, Canada or Germany. Is it the same requirements that just like in the US or they have a different requirements?
For the product itself po, or for the registration, isang registration na lang siya for all marketplaces. Yun. Pero for the product itself, it would depend po on the local laws and regulations of specific countries. So medyo minsan may pinagkaiba sila. So pero kunyari mga topicals. Almost the same naman po sila lahat na kailangan ng SDS, yung mga ganon. Yun. So it depends also on the product.
Okay, thank you very much po, ma'am. Very nice of you.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Good
I'm
evening.
here.
Pwede pong, I'm from Japan po kasi. So, we're planning po kasi na magkaroon na ng business and I'm looking forward na mag mag-try nga sa Amazon. But looking on your website, meron kayong different courses. Magkakaiba ba kayo? Like arbitrage or I don't know, this master. Actually, naka-attend ako ng arbitrage. Then this one, nalilito kasi ako. So, different payment po ba yung mga courses nyo? Different coaches din po ba kayo? So, how would I know kung kanino ba talaga dapat mag-enroll? Sino ba yung mga coaches? Or saan applicable ba yung dapat naming puntahang courses?
Ayun. So, depends po sa product na isi-sell nyo. If it's an existing product or brand dyan sa Japan, you can go with arbitrage. But if you're planning to establish your own product line or your own brand, sa FAM po siya. Magkakahiwalay po yun, payments for the courses kasi magkakaiba yung content ng courses and yung line ng ng dinidiscuss yun. So, different po siya. So, depende po siya sa isa-sell niya na product.
So, for example, no, ako yung husband ko kasi, he has this Marie Carino, nagbebenta na siya here in Japan. But the thing is, gusto niyang matry magbenta sa Amazon. So, we have products here in Japan na iba-iba kasi siya, no? Actually, may figures, may different products na like, for example, nakita ko, or what if, for example, are you familiar with Enagic products, ganyan, 'di ba? So, it's a company na halimbawa, we resell this product on Amazon. Is it allowed na pwede namin i-resell yung mga products like that?
Pwede naman po i-resell so long as ina-allow siya ng brand owner.
So, eto ba, arbitrage ba yun or dito sa masterclass ako mag-e-enroll dapat about that?
Arbitrage po siya pa if reselling ng existing brands na brand ng iba, sa arbitrage po siya pumapasok.
So, pag naman yung sa akin, yung own product ko naman, dito naman sa masterclass.
Now po, kung kung own product mo, yun, or own brand
Oh,
mo.
about own brand. Sorry, ang dami ko na.
Okay na.
About own brand. Yung bang pag nag-enroll kami, you will teach us also how to get the permits or sorry, ang ingay ng baby ko.
Ayan, nawala siya.
Sorry, may baby kasi. So, if ever na mag-enroll kami dito, you will also teach us how to get, for example, no, yun nga, yung parang we're planning to do the sanitizer with the water of Enagic, no, Kangen 8. So, parang sabi nyo is I need to have this kind of permit or papers na dapat meron nun. So, kung mag-e-enroll kami, kasama po ba yun sa mga ituturo nyo po na dapat naming i-process? Magkakaroon kami ng guidance from sa inyo po kung Ano yung mga dapat namin i-provide?
Actually, yung for those kinds of products, it's really not included dun sa modules ng ng FAM. But we give guidance based on our experiences also with other products. And yung iba na mga na-guide namin before. Yun. So like for example sa sanitizer, what we know of this is yun nga, hindi mo siya kailangan sanitizer naman, you don't need FDA for that to bring that to the US. Para ma-sell mo siya kay Amazon, ang unang-unang hanapin sa ni Amazon is the STS, which is something that you would need to get from your supplier. Yun. So, yung other requirements for your product, we can guide you and work with you kung paano at saka kung ano-ano yung mga kailangan mo. Depende dun sa ingredients ng product. Yan. So, we can work with you but we don't have a full guidance ng list for specific products.
Okay, thank you po. Sige, pag ready na po, paano po kami makakakontak? Kay Miss Lish, or anyone?
Kay Miss Jelly. Asan na ba siya?
Nasa Miss G ba? G? Miss G ba ang tamang pronunciation dyan? Ayan, eto daw, Miss G, here po ang enrollment link, pati ang aming number. You can screenshot this, yung nasa chat box.
Okay po, sige. Thank you po.
Ayan, thank you din.
Ay, wait lang. Last na lang po. Since
Sure.
nasa Japan kami, pagka Amazon ba kami, any product from Japan is allowed po ba? May need pa ng permit license namin na meron kami dito, or wala na mga ganun?
Depende sa product. Actually, karamihan naman ng products, wag lang yung may mga radioactive chemicals, yung mga ganun. Yun lang, yun naman yung medyo sensitive si Amazon and the US government also.
Okay. How about yung mga figures niya na ibebenta niya? Pwede yun? Allowed na?
Yours.
Like for example, yung mga anime figures, kasi di ba gusto namin sa Japan. So, we're collecting those figures. And since nakakapagbenta kami here in Japan, along Japan lang. So, gusto namin pasukin yung worldwide. Kung checking in Amazon, nakita naman namin na there's a lot of people that selling figures. We just don't know how to mag-umpisa sa Amazon. So, I'm looking forward talaga na mag-enroll sa courses nyo. Kaya lang medyo nalito lang ako. Ang dami kasing courses. So, hindi ko alam kung nasan kami doon, saan kami mag-enroll doon, and saan category kami dapat, or sinong yung dapat namin sundin. Just, yun. So, allowed naman. Yun, yung mga...
Depende rin po sa depende sa siya, yung mga kung may nagmo-monitor nung copyright for artworks. Pero usually naman siya. Parang pwede naman.
Pwede na. Contact na lang ako if ever na for more information. Thank you po, Miss Lish, and thank you.
Hello, pwede pong magtanong?
Sure
Good
po.
evening po. Good evening. Yeah, I'm here po from US. So, nag-start lang po nag-open na po ako ng seller account, professional, last month lang. So wala po akong coach, kumbaga parang nagsarili lang ako, ko sa YouTube, ganyan. And nag-try po akong outsource ng products, pero yun nga, puro gated siya. So halos lahat. Kasi alam mo na yung minsan sa TikTok or mga reels, parang andali nilang bumenta. Pero pag nasa actual ka na pala, mahirap po, ma'am. And yeah, may mga po, kagaya po, kasi itong program nyo po, nag-pop up lang siya sa messenger ko kanina lang. So, kaya nag-join ako, kaya medyo, kagaya po nung taga-Japan, nalito din ako na private label po pala yung napasukan ko. So, hindi siya yung program ng pang-arbitrage ng pang beginner kasi para po kasi yung private label parang sa mga eksperyensado na. Tapos may mga negosyo, ganyan. So though alam kong pwede rin siya sa beginner, pero gusto ko po kasi munang may experience how to sell, mag-loss, or malaman yung kung paano yung pasikot-sikot muna sa loob ng Amazon. Kagaya ng sinabi nyo kanina, may mga tutorial naman po sa loob ng Amazon seller. Kaya lang, mahirap po siyang intindihin din pag wala siyang actual na yun nga, mas maganda siguro yung native language. So gusto ko pong malaman yung ibang program nyo po na katulad kung mag-start pa lang mag-sell on Amazon. Then, gusto ko po sana na kung may mga pwedeng mag-outsource na lang dito sa US para hindi na ako mamroblema mag-outsource sa Alibaba. Ganyan.
For ano po, if you want to go into yun ano muna reselling, yan you can contact po si Miss G kasi mas more siguro mas magaguide kayo dun sa online arbitrage and retail arbitrage na course kasi mas ano siya mas geared towards siya talaga for ano, yun yung mga bibili ka dyan.
Baguhan.
Tapos,
Opo.
oo, tsaka para ma-immerse mo yung sarili mo within the platform yun. It's
Yes po.
to start with as well. Yun.
Oo.
Since you are
Opo.
already there. So, yun, mas ano siya, mas okay siya.
Oo, may nakilala din po kasi ako dito sa taga-US kaya nagkaroon ako ng idea na. Yun nga, private label din po siya. Kaya lang, yun, nahingi din siya ng fee. Pero ang gusto ko kasi ang napansin ko kasi sa kanya, wala siyang community. So ako, kung magbabayad ako, ang gusto ko yung may community na, 'di ba? Tapos yung may mapagtanungan aside sa may program na coach, ganyan. So, 'yun. Kagaya ng sinabi nyo, mahal po talaga ang mga coaching dito sa USA.
For right now, matataas na siya. Yun.
Matataas po talaga kasi nag-ano na po ako parang namamalengke. Ano po yun, namamalengke ako. So, may nag-pop up lang po kasi yung sa Reels. Then nag-message ako pero it took a while, I think 1 month pa yata yun nung nag-ano ako. Then bigla na lang may message kanina. So, yun, private label pala ito. So anyway, ma'am, salamat. Kunin ko na lang po yung sino pong may message ko.
G. Saan ba siya?
Yung program po, saan ko po makikita lahat ng program kung saan ako naaayon according to my experience. Wala pa po kasi akong experience. So,
you can talk to Miss G para mailagay po kayo sa tamang
landas. Kaya medyo nalilito ako kanina pero sabi ko pero okay lang kasi tinapos ko pa rin dahil ano naman, kagagaling ko lang din sa work. So, an hour. So, while doing my errand. So, yun. Mas gusto ko kasing magnegosyo ng ganito. Alam nyo naman dito sa US, puro work. Then may toddler din ako. Hindi naman kagaya dyan sa Pilipinas na pwede mong, oy, bantayan mo itong anak ko muna, nay, ganon. Dito kasi lahat busy. So, siguro mas gusto ko na lang gawin. Alam ko mahirap kasi wala namang madali. Pero yun nga po, may ilagay lang ako sa tamang landas.
So, Anna, you can take advantage of the Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day!
Oo nga.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng mga nanay na nandito, Happy Mother's Day. And you can take advantage of our 15% off.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Ay, kayo po pala yung nakita kong nasa Reels. Oo.
Yes. So, you can take a screenshot po.
Okay po, ma'am. Salamat po, ma'am.
Nakalagay na rito, pati yung aming contact details just in case meron kang ma-encounter na challenges during the enrollment.
Okay po, ma'am. Salamat
Thank you,
po.
Anna.
God bless you all. Bye-bye po.
Alright, guys. It's 10:41. Thank you so much. Almost 2 hours. Ang galing.
Oo nga.
Sana hindi kayo na-overwhelm. Ang discussion lang naman natin for tonight's video ay ang pagbubukas ng inyong tindahan, no? International na tindahan, ang bongga. Alright, so thank you again, Coach Jam and Coach Nish. And sa lahat ng nandito, thank you so much. Any final words?
Yan. So, final words. So, kahit marami tayong challenges sa Amazon at sa global ngayon, so let's not be deterred by this kasi, hindi siya magsa-stop talaga. So, we just have to get by and do our thing. So, kung gusto nating mag-business and all, yan, we have to start. The right time to start is always now. Yun. So, wag na natin ipagpabukas. Yan. So, hopefully, I'll be able to guide you dun sa mga mag-enroll and we will get into FAM. Yeah. So,
Yes.
yun lang. Good night and thank you all for attending tonight.
Yan. Si Raul, sino ang pwedeng contact person? So, eto po, yan. Si Angel. Ito po yung number ni Angel via Viber and Telegram. Okay? Thank you, Jay Ramos. Thank you so much. Ellen, when po ang next training? Hindi ko po naabutan lahat. So, we will send you the recording, guys, no, within the week. Within the week. Alright, so, via email, sa lahat ng Angel of my life. Sa lahat ng nag-register, yes, makaka-receive po kayo ng aming replay. Okay? So, sa mga na-late, yes, mapapanood nyo ng buong-buo yung ating replay. Alright, thank you so much. And again, this is Jelly Ace of Amaze Nation. And thank you again, Coach Jam, RA Angel. Thank you. And bye for now.